Today's video is made possible by Squarespace. What's up internet, Kevin here on TLD. Well, it's the end of the month, so that means once again it's time for me to tell you guys my favorite iOS games to have come out. Now this has been a great month for app games for both high quality, high profile releases and some great indie titles on the side. We've got a great mixture of genres including adventure, simulation, stealth, platforming, and puzzle games. So let's go ahead and check out my top favorite iOS games of April 2014. Now I'm cheating a little bit this time because normally we only have 5 games on this list, but I'm gonna go ahead and have 6. And it's mainly because that this month had one really high profile release that's basically obligatory to mention, and that's Blizzard's free-to-play collectible card game, Hearthstone. If you haven't tried Hearthstone yet on PC or on iPad, do it now. First off, it's completely free, so you have nothing to lose for at least trying it. And second off, it's a really solid and fun card game to play whether you want to do some serious matches back-to-back, or just play a few to kill time here and there. You can start off by doing some practice matches against the AI to unlock more classes, do some more matches online to unlock more cards to customize your decks, and then play against your friends or just random people. If you're a fan of CCGs in general, then this is a title you have to give a shot. So with the elephant in the room out of the way, let's go ahead and get to my other top 5 picks. And to begin with, we have another game that's a port of a PC title that came out in late 2012 and has finally found its way to iPad, FTL. FTL is a light space simulation game in which players command and manage their own spaceship, traveling through the universe dealing with multiple encounters ranging from space battles to merchants to answering distress signals. Each playthrough goes differently, and while you'll die several times your first couple tries, over time you'll get to try out new alien races as crewmates, unlock new ships and weapons, and most importantly just have a hell of a lot of fun. The port from PC was done fantastically. Not only does it run smooth, but it's got some great sci-fi themed adjustments for touch controls, like powering up and down systems by sliding levers. If you haven't played FTL before, grab it now. And if you have played FTL before, you already know how awesome it is, and you might be tempted just to grab this version so you can have a portable way to play it. It's a bit pricier than most app games at $10, but it's worth every penny. Now, next on the list we have a 2D platformer that actually came out at the very end of March, but it was just at the last second before my March top 5 iOS, so it's making its appearance now, and that's Sometimes You Die. This is a simple platforming game with a simple aesthetic, whose only mechanic outside of jumping is the fact that you can use the bodies of your past deaths as a way to solve puzzles. It's a grim thought but makes for a fun spin on the genre, and as players progress, the game begins to assault common notions and popular movements in recent gaming trends. For only $1.99, it's worth killing some time on, though as a warning, the game does have a scene that will ruin you if you have epilepsy, something it mentions at the very end of its description, so if that's an issue for you, you might want to stay back on this one. Now, third on the list is a game that is a great spin on stealth genre for touch controls, and that's Third Eye Crime. Gameplay takes place from a bird's eye view, with players making their way to an exit location, maybe taking a break along the way to grab some treasure. Players have an awareness of where enemies think they will be thanks to highlighted red lines, giving you the chance to know where they look first, and as a result, where it's best to hide and get around them. It's not too difficult to simply get through all the levels, but completing all of its challenges can take a lot of tries, a lot of practice, and a lot of patience. It's $3 initially to purchase, but the game does charge you to unlock its later acts, bumping the total price up to $5, which is a little annoying, but still worth its total price. Now, fourth up is a title that belongs on the list of those games that are very short and pretty minimal in terms of difficulty, but have such great art direction and such a fun concept that it can't help but have it be memorable, and that's Monument Valley. Monument Valley is a simple puzzle game requiring you to navigate your character from the start to end, but makes use of perspective to create nonsensical pathways. What was originally a bridge might become a ramp moving upwards, up can become down, and height means almost nothing when you can stand a little in front of something. Each level adds its own little twists and change in style, and while the game only takes a good 3 or 4 hours to complete, none of that time or the money spent on it feels wasted. Those of you with a preference for the artsy side of games will definitely want to check this one out for its $4 price tag. Now last on the list is the third game to come from Rocket Cat Studios, a team responsible for 2 of my favorite app games, Punch Quest and Mage Gauntlet, which if you haven't played, you should play as well, and now they've brought us Wayward Souls. Wayward Souls shares a lot of gameplay elements with Mage Gauntlet. It's a top-down, 16-bit style action game with light RPG elements. Where it diverges, though, is that while Mage Gauntlet had a lead character and pre-designed dungeons to follow, Wayward Souls gives you 6 different characters to play as, with a dungeon whose form changes every time you enter. Each character not only plays differently with their own strengths, weaknesses, and special abilities, but each even have their own distinct and different plot for why they're journeying through this dangerous tower. Even when picking the same character over and over again, each run can feel different thanks to randomly generated floors, sometimes featuring wildly different enemies, and special upgrades that come from a limited random list that can change that character's playstyle for that run. It's incredibly easy to spend hours on end with this game, and at $5 I felt like I easily got my money's worth and more. Well, those are my top 5, kind of actually 6 iOS games to come out for April 2014. Before I get out of here though, I do want to take a moment to thank Squarespace for helping make today's video possible. Squarespace is one of the fastest and easiest ways to build your own website thanks to drag and drop functionality. And sites are automatically optimized to look great no matter what device you're using to view them, whether it's a desktop, tablet, or smartphone. They've got a great support staff working out of New York available 24/7, and pricing starts out as low as $8 a month with a free domain if you sign up for the year. If you want to try it out, Squarespace was awesome enough to give our fans the chance to not only get a 7-day free trial, but also a 10% discount on your order if you like it and you want to keep using it. All you gotta do is use the promo code TLD at checkout. That'll let them know that we sent you, net you those benefits, and help show our channel some support. Now, as always guys, thanks for watching the video. Please make sure to let us know in the comments what your favorite app games were for the month, especially if it's one that we missed. Now, if you enjoyed this vid, please make sure to let us know by hitting that thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber yet, then you should be, because we've got more content on the way. And if you want to know what games I'm playing and what I think of them so far, you can also follow me on my personal Twitter @KevinKenson. Until next time, I'm Kevin for TLD, and we'll see you later.